right, folks. Listen, it's Labor Day. It's 10:19, and I could not go to bed until I did this video for you guys. I'm telling you, this is staggering. It's gonna stagger your brain. It's gonna blow your mind. I mean, I just don't even know what to say sometimes. It's because it's like, this stuff is so mind blowing. The lid has been taken off. The scroll has been unrolled. It's going to flow like water now. I told you. Tonight, here's what we're going to do. We're going to tie together crop circles with the Statue of Liberty, with transmutation, Hinduism tied with Catholicism. We're going to jump around and we're going to tie things together that you won't even believe. I'm going to show you some shadow arts that the Lord showed me in the last 24 hours that left me staggered, literally staggered. I was like, that's insane. This is unbelievable stuff, folks. And now that the lid's been taken off, the scroll's been unrolled. The scroll is unrolled. And so the Bible is wide open now. The Bible says, in the end, everything secret will be made public. Okay. Let me show you something Jesus said in Matthew 13. But let me look at y'all first. Okay, I see people that come and leave comments. God have mercy on these people. They're so arrogant. They don't understand the profundity. That means how profound this information is. They don't get it. It's crazy. This is the most profound stuff on planet Earth. It doesn't get any more profound. This is the origins of everything. Who you are, where you come from, why you're here, what happens to you when you die, what happens if you die separated from Christ. It's all here. It's all been delivered. And I'm going to deliver a lot more. It's going to flow like a river now. Okay, for any of y'all that have, any of y'all that have come here and seen this, this is some insane material. It's mind blowing. Who in the world could show you the Vatican's a big snake? The Vatican is a big snake wearing the ground. Just stop and think about that. The Vatican, the largest alleged Christian organization in the world, is a freaking snake at the headquarters. The building they all get together in is a snake. The mouth of the snake is a vagina. I mean, really? That's insane. Okay, I'm trying just to, I'm going to let my emotions go today. This is so beyond the human mind and capability that obviously this was delivered not by Jonathan Kleck, but through Jonathan Kleck. And I'm sold out. I'm a sold out believer to Jesus Christ. The night I got saved in the presence of an angel, changed my life forever. From that moment on, I've been a different person, a new creature, and my entire existence has been to give out truth. Now, I want to make a statement to people. You cannot receive truth unless you tell the truth. If you're a liar and you haven't repented of lying, don't expect to receive any truth. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. His identity itself is the truth. So if you don't speak truth, 100% truth, you think there's some such thing as a white lie. That's just taking a color and saying, hell, I'll color a lie this color. Let's color it red, let's color it blue. Color it whatever damn color you want to color it. A lie's a lie. A lie is a false reality. Let me help you out. A false reality. Watch. If you tell someone a lie, that means by definition, you gave them facts that didn't equal reality. So if you slept with some girl and your girlfriend asks you, did you sleep with so-and-so? And you say no, then you lied. So you told her facts that did not equal reality. The truth was you slept with some other girl, but you told her something that's different from the truth. That means you're living a false reality by definition. So you can't receive any truth unless you're truthful yourself. That's why the night I got saved, Lord told me 100% no lying. You got to tell 100% truth to receive it. So I'm gonna give you what's been given to me, as always. Okay, I'm gonna dial it down a little bit. It's like y'all are gonna freak out. I'm seriously gonna freak out. Some people are gonna freak out. Okay, so let's just do it. I want to give all the glory to the Lord God. God hates when someone tries to take the glory. It's not me. It's Him using me to give to you. Yahweh has given. That's why Jonathan means Yahweh has given. Okay? So let's give. Let's let Him give, man. Freak out. Okay, so we're going to jump around a little bit tonight. So be ready. So I've got a desktop filled with freak out information. You're going to see crop circles like you're not even going to believe what you're going to see. We're going to put some stuff to rest on crop circles. Now, obviously, there's some that were man-made. We know that. I want you to watch 8 minutes of a video to get you ready for some of the stuff you're going to see. You're not just going to see crop circles. You're going to see the shadow arts at the Vatican that I've never seen till today. You're going to see shadow arts in crop circles. That's something you would never even imagine was there. You wouldn't even imagine it. You wouldn't even think it. It's impossible. Okay, and you're going to see new information, and then we're going to go over that slideshow. And I labeled stuff as a gift for you. I literally sat here today and I burned my eyes out on a computer, on several computers. That's why I have these glasses now, because my eyes felt like I had jalapeno juice in them. I'm not kidding. It literally felt like I had jalapeno juice in my eyes. I don't know if y'all ever had that happen here in Texas. You know, you'll be cleaning serrano peppers and you'll forget, rub your eyes, and it's bad. And my eyes burned like that today. I'm not kidding. It was bad. Yesterday it was. Today's been better. Okay, so I'm going to put these on because these block that computer torture light. Okay, look, I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Just keeping this going. Y'all are all part of this. Let's do it. All right, let's do it. Okay, let's look at this. Let's just get into it. Okay, I want to show you something about Matthew 13. For the people that think they know something, that come here and leave your cocky, think you know it comments, I'm embarrassed for you. You know nothing. Let me show you what Jesus said. In verse 35 of chapter 13, I'm just going to start in verse 35, then I'm going to go backwards. He wrote, that it might be fulfilled, which is spoken by the prophet, which was Isaiah, saying, I will open my mouth in parables. Pay attention now. I will utter things which have been, say it out loud, kept secret from the foundation of the world. Okay, I'm going to look you right in the eyes. I'll take these glasses off and I'll burn my eyes out to look you in the eyes. I'm going to give you some of those secrets. Unbelievable. Get ready to freak out. Okay, because He gave them to me, I'm going to give them to you. Then Jesus, this is very important. Then I made all these words different colors so you would never forget this scripture right here. I'm going to utter things which have been kept secret from the foundation of the world. Then Jesus sent the multitude away. Okay, and then He went into the house, and His disciples came in unto Him. The only people that ever get this are His disciples. Everyone else gets sent away. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. If you don't have a just drive, you don't want to know the truth, that means you don't really want to know Jesus, because He is the truth. So He sent the multitude away and went into the house, and His disciples came unto Him, saying, declare unto us the parable of the tares of the field. Okay, so we're going to come back and we're going to read over that in a minute. I'm going to go back this way. I'm going to reduce the screen. I'm going to go back this way, and I'm going to read you just real quick out of Matthew 13. See, here it is for his disciples. They said, hey, his disciples said, why do you speak to them in parables? Because he's telling the story of the scattering of the seeds. By the way, the night I got saved, remember when I walked out of the alley? There was literally a guy carved into the wall scattering seeds. That's the first thing I saw, was a guy scattering seeds, and it said, whatsoever man soweth, that must ye also reap. That's the very first thing I saw when I walked out of that alley. And then I looked up and it showed Christ ascending into heaven and Adam in the garden. Okay, here we go. Why do you speak to them in parables? And Jesus said, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. But to them it is not given. Okay, don't anyone ever get cocky when you watch a video and you start thinking everybody else is an idiot. The only reason you got it is because it was given to you. You don't get this stuff. You don't understand this stuff unless it's given to you. So when I see people leave those really cocky comments, and hater comments, I'm like, guys, you don't get it. If you're hating on others, I don't think you get it. So don't hate on others that don't get it, because even understanding this is a gift. Here you go. For whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more in an abundance. But whoever hath not, look, from him shall be taken away even that he hath. Therefore I speak to them in parables, because they, seeing, see not. Let me ask you a question. How many times have you shown someone a dead sheep? Say, oh, check out this Vatican image. Look at this big altar. It's a dead sheep. How many times have you seen people go, nah, you can make what you want of it. I don't see a dead sheep. How many times have you seen that? It's like, what? Are you crazy? That's a huge dead sheep. Oh, what about the Vatican being a snake with a crown? Oh, whatever. It's like, are you kidding? How can you not see it's a big snake wearing a crown? And they're like, oh, whatever. I mean, I see it all the time. I'm like, well, the reason is because they are not given, to them it was not given to understand or to see or to hear. So remember that. I speak to them in parables because seeing they see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, by hearing you shall hear, and you shall not understand, and seeing you shall see, and shall not perceive. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and they should be converted. Look at that. So look what Jesus is saying. So they'll see, they'll hear if they could see. At any time they should see with their eyes, and that's past normal vision, hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them. Okay, but blessed are your eyes, for your eyes see, and your ears, for they hear. Verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which you see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which you have heard, and have not heard them. There you go. Okay, so here we go. The kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which sowed good seed in his field. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares amongst the wheat, and went his own way. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares amongst the wheat. But when the blade was sprung up and brought forth fruit, then appeared the tares also. So the servant of the householder came and said unto him, Sir, didst thou not sow good seed in thy field? From where did the tares come? And he said unto them, An enemy has done this. The servant said unto him, Wilt thou then that we go and gather them up? And he said, Nay, lest while you gather up the tares, you root up also the wheat with them. Let both grow together into the harvest. And at the time of the harvest I will say to the reapers, Gather ye together first the tares, bind them in bundles to burn them, but gather the wheat into my barn. Okay, so then there's this other parable, and then he says, look, I'm going to utter things which have been kept secret from the foundation of the world. So he sends everybody else away except his disciples. And then he's going to declare the parable of the tares. So the only people that understand the parable of the wheat and the weeds are his disciples. It's not meant for the multitudes. They'll never get it. He just said they'll see but they won't see. They'll hear but they won't hear. Neither will they understand. Okay, so here we go. Watch this. Here's what it means. And he said, He that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom. But the tares are the children of the wicked one. The enemy that sowed the tares, sowed them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. As therefore the tares are gathered up and burned in the fire, so shall it be at the end of this world. Hopefully y'all were able to hear all that. No! The Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend, and them which do iniquity, and shall cast them into the furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. And then the righteous shall shine forth as the sun in the kingdom of their Father. Who hath ears, let them hear. Okay, look at this. You see that? Who has ears to hear, let him hear. You see that? Wheat has ears. That's what it's called, an ear of wheat. Wheat are the ones that belong to Christ. So if you're able to hear this and understand it, then you're one of his. Okay, so I'm going to leave that with you. Hopefully you guys were able to hear that. I'm sure the microphone was able to pick that up. I'm just going to keep going. Okay, here's what I want you to, okay, we're going to do like different parts. Okay, store the wheat and the weeds stands alone. I just want you to hear it. Now, we're moving into another thing that you're going to need to know the definitions because it's going to come up. Let me show you something. What are some scientific facts connected with Lord Shiva and the Shiva Lingam? Shiva and Shiva Lingam has fascinated many religious scholars that no one knows how Lingam worship came into practice. Shiva Lingam, as such, is not a religious symbol, but is a deeper science revolving around it. Shiva is always meant to be formless, with no start and no end. Shiva Lingam also has no start nor end, and it represents a cosmic egg representing the entire universe. Shiva Lingam is often represented with a serpent entwined around it. Genetics represent chromosome like a coiled snake. Let's see. Genetics represent chromosome like a coiled snake. Chromosome can never be destroyed, similar to that of Shiva, and the formation carried by a chromosome cannot be altered, just like Shiva remaineth the same at any cost. Shiva is known to be a pillar of fire which has neither beginning nor end, representing all other things as meaningless. Shiva Lingam is represented as the union. Pay attention now. Okay, pay attention. Shiva Lingam is represented as the union of phallus, which is a penis, and vagina, indicating that without the union of them, the entire universe ceased to exist. Now, let me show you something. There you go. There's the penis, vagina, there's the penis entering the vagina. Does that remind you of particular altar I've shown you about 1,000 times, called the altar of St. Peter, where it shows a penis entering a vagina, that the whole darn thing turns into a dead sheep. Okay, I wanted you to know that other cultures and religions, not just Hinduism, they revolve around the flesh. Okay, let me show you something that the Bible says about us as Christians. I'm on a personal level, I want you to know, can't wait to get rid of the flesh suit. I want to get out of this thing and get into the new thing. This thing, I'm done with. It's evil. I know it's evil. It wants to do evil stuff. It used to do all kinds of evil stuff until I cried out to God and said, what the hell is going on? None of this makes any sense. I just want to know the truth. And the Lord led me to the truth. He led me to Christ, and he saved me, and he made me a harbinger. Okay, the flesh is evil. As a born-again Christian, I want out of the flesh. Okay, that's not a very popular disposition. A lot of people think, like, dude, you're weird, man. What's your problem? You got a death wish? I used to, I'd stay up for 3 days straight sky surfing. So, I mean, literally no sleep in 3 days, and I would sky surf during a boogie, at the drop zone. So, yeah, I used to have a death wish. So anyway, let me show you something. Let me show you the difference between Christians and others. Here you go. Romans 8, because the creature, I'm going to just go real fast, 8:21. Because the creature itself, which is us, shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty. Remember the Statue of Liberty? What's the word? It means freedom. It means legitimate or licentious. Y'all know what licentious means? It means like naughty, sexually promiscuous. That's what licentious means. So, all the creature shall be delivered from the bondage of Look, let me show you what the word bondage means. It means slavery, bondage, of corruption. Look, decay, ruin, spontaneous corruption, destruction, which is your body, into the glorious liberty, freedom, legitimate or licentious, eleutheria, of the children of God. Child as produced of Theos, the supreme divinity. Okay, so we're waiting to be delivered from the bondage of our corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of God. But watch this. And not all, we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain until now. And not only they, but ourselves also have the first fruits, that's the Holy Spirit, the beginning of sacrifice. Our first fruits is the Spirit. The first fruits of the Spirit, look, it says Christ's Spirit, the Holy Spirit. So we have the first fruits of Christ's Spirit, even we ourselves grown within ourselves, waiting for the adoption. It means the placing as a son, to wit, look, the redemption of our body. So what are we waiting for according to the scriptures? We're waiting for the redemption of our body. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people are like, I say, what are you waiting for? What do you think you're actually waiting on? The redemption of your body. Well, that's kind of weird. The redemption of your body. Let me show you what redemption of your body means. Redemption, look at this. It means ransom in full of your body. Look, riddance. So we're waiting for the ransom in full riddance because your body was your liability, folks. We're waiting for the ransom in full, the riddance of our, and it means me, mine, our body. Look at this. The body. Body slave. Your body is what makes you a slave. Why do you think I showed you The Statue of Liberty, holding a penis with the imprisoned lightning. The word lightning, Jesus said, I'll baptize you with the Holy Spirit and with fire. The word fire means lightning. So he's holding the imprisoned spirit, sparks of holiness. She is. Statue of Liberty holding the imprisoned lightning spirit, and it's in a penis. And she's standing on top of a kelipot, which is the slave host body. And she's got a chain on her foot attached to it. The odds of that are like, 1 in a gazillion. Just make up a number with infinite zeros, and that's the number. It's not possible. Okay, now watch. So we're awaiting the redemption of the riddance. Look at this. Ransom in full. Riddance of our slave body. There it is. That's what we're waiting for. And we have to wait inside this flesh because we've been converted. Okay, now, you know what the Shiva Lingam is? Here's a look. I'm going to show you Shiva Lingam. Here it is. This is a Google image search. Look, Shiva Lingam. These are all Shiva Lingams. This is where the source of life, they say, flows out of. There it is. See, Jesus said, arise, O sleeper, wake up from the dead. So see, Christianity, true Christianity, is a complete paradox to everything else. All the other stuff is talking about, the flesh is what it's all about. That the flesh coming together, the penis and the vagina coming together, that's what it's all about. We're going the other way. We're like, no. We're in the flesh. We want to go in the spirit, and we live our life in this flesh through the spirit. Do you understand? We're going the opposite direction. It's fascinating. It's the paradox of all paradoxes. Okay, so now y'all have seen that. So I've shown you, look, copious quantities of Shiva Lingam. That is a penis, and it is penetrating a vagina. So that's their deal. Okay, now I'm going to keep moving. Now, do you remember I showed you in the slideshow pictures of Beyonce? Look, let me show you some. Let's just get to it. Beyonce, she's dressed like the Virgin. See, she's dressed like the Virgin as a representation of Eve. Okay, Eve got knocked up by the serpent and by Adam. She had heteropaternal superfecundation twins, and one's right side up in the womb, one's upside down, and that's the system. The system's binary. You're in a binary star system. You're in a binary host body system. Everything here is binary. Light and dark, good and bad, up and down, and it's all this binary system. Jesus said the Lord your God is one, not two. One. Pay attention. Here is Beyonce absolutely dressed up as the Virgin. The Virgin she's representing is really Eve. Here's another very good image to just make my point. Let's just look at it for a sec. You don't make a costume like that for the Grammy Awards without it, without it having a deeper meaning to it. This is just as obvious as it gets. It's redundantly obvious. Okay, now I'll shrink that down. Now I want to make the point about twins because the whole system's binary. Twins, good and evil, light and dark, right side up, upside down. Okay, and then we're going to look at autosarcophagy real quick. So here's Beyonce's dress. I'm going to show it to you with absolutely no drawing. I'm going to give you a quick testimony. When those Grammy Awards came out, I'll look you in the eye. I was praying one day, and I heard the Lord tell me, look at Beyonce's dress. And I was sitting in the front of the computer. I just talked to the Lord. I look like Stephen in Braveheart a lot. And I was like, okay, Lord, what? Look, you want me to look at Beyonce's dress? And so I'm like, okay. Well, I went online, guys, and I looked at, I saw so many Beyonce dresses. I was like, how many Beyonce? I felt like I was like, one of the guys telling her what to wear. I was like, no, put that one on. No, put that one on. It was crazy. She's got a lot of dresses. But the Lord told me to look at the dress from the Grammy Awards. And so I was looking at it, and I didn't really get it, just being honest. I was like, well, I blew it off. I kind of, and then the Lord just kept hammering me, look at her dress. And I'm like, look at her dress. What the heck? What's with her dress? And so I sat down and did what he said. And so I found this image right here. And so at first I didn't notice it. You know, I'm like, okay, there's her dress from the Grammy Awards. And then I got a high res image and I went, oh my gosh. And I started looking here and I'm like, wait a minute. And then I got a better high res image. And then as I got an image that was extremely high res, I was able to blow it up and have a very close look at it. And I was like, and I took a clear plastic layover and I laid it on her dress and I just started drawing in the shadows that were obvious. And I was like, oh my God, it's a dragon. There's the eye, there's the nose, bottom jaw, and you can see the way it's done with scales. It goes all the way around. And this line of the hair right here goes to the mouth. I just didn't want to color that green because I wanted her face to stand out. So it's a female, a virgin, with an Ouroboros wrapped around her inside of an isotoxal star. Now, I need you to understand what isotoxal means. The Lord told me, I'm telling you, I'll look you in the eye. Look up the meaning of a 3 or 4 pointed star. I'm like, look up the meaning of a 3 or 4 pointed star. I looked it up. It's called isotoxal. I read it. As I read it, I have a background, you know, in math and all that. And I went, oh my gosh, it's edge transitive. And basically it means one edge can migrate to the other edge and vice versa. It's edge transitive. So it really means like becoming your own reflection. Or if you have a triangle like this and it's edge transitive, it'll just become a triangle like that. If you flip it, it's edge transitive. And so I was like, well, wait a minute. She's got a 4-pointed, a 3-pointed star. And at first I thought it was this. And I'm just going to tell you, this is what I first thought it was. I first thought, well, are they doing the sigil of Baphomet? But I looked at these points of the star and I was like, no, that's not what it is. And the Lord told me, no, look up a 3 or 4-pointed star. So check this out. Look at that. Look at that serpent, look, dragon. It's a dragon wrapped around this girl's head. And it's in a 3-pointed star. And right above it, you can see I was trying to match it, but it didn't match that. And the Lord told me no. Okay, so I want you to know where this information comes from. This is supernatural, guys. Who could figure this out? Nobody. So I said, okay, Lord, I'll look it up. So I went and looked up an isotoxal star. Here's my search. Isotoxal, here it is. And then you know what, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Mercedes has an isotoxal star. Okay, so what do you call her 3 or 4-pointed star? That was my search, guys. It says a 4-pointed star, basically 3 or 4-point stars are also called isotoxal star. Okay, and I was like, oh, okay. And so then I continued, you know, to bird dog it. That's what the Lord has me do. The Bible says those who are led by the Spirit of God are the sons of God. So I looked it up. And as I was looking it up, I'll show you my search. I think this is fascinating. These images came up, and I was like, wow, okay, that's pretty interesting. Isotoxal polygons. And I was like, wow, there's a lot of stuff here. There's real education you could get just looking at all this stuff. And the Lord told me to look up what isotoxal means. And so I'm like, okay, what does isotoxal mean? And so I want y'all to understand. In geometry, a polytope, for example, polygon or polyhedron, or a trillion, is isotoxal or edge transitive if its symmetries act transitively on its edges. Informally, this means that there is only one type of edge to the object given two edges. There is a translation and or reflection that will move one edge to the other while leaving the region occupied by the object unchanged. Okay, that basically means you becoming the other one. Like if you're looking at twins, it's basically that. That's what it means. It's edge transitive, becoming, the opposite edge, like migrating, Let me show you, like if you're looking at this, it's like that. It's just migration of one figure to the next. And so anyway, so I was like, okay, that's very fascinating. And then I'm like, oh my God, she's got twins and she's got a dress on. So she was pregnant with twins at the time, and she's got this dress on, and she's got twins inside an isotoxal star with a dragon eating its own tail. What the hell is wrong with you, Beyonce? What mother would get a dress and put a damn dragon eating her own kids? No, I mean, that's wacko. But not if you're part of that system, it's not. Not if that's what you serve, because it's true. So here is the dragon wrapped around, and I had Dave the Way put Cain and Abel in there, and that is the system we live in. We live in this binary, isotoxal, edge transitive, becoming your own reflection system. You're becoming your own evil twin. That's what's happening to you. Okay, now that I've said all that, and y'all know that the Ouroboros, it's a serpent eating its own tail, which is called autosarcophagy. It's an ancient symbol. There it is. An Ouroboros is an ancient symbol depicting a serpent or dragon eating its tail, originating in ancient Egyptian iconography. The Ouroboros entered Western tradition via Greek magical tradition and was adopted as a symbol in Gnosticism and Hermeticism, and is most notably in alchemy. Transmutation. 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 Okay? Lady Gaga. My performance at the Grammy Awards is about a new race of beings being birthed within the human race. No kidding. Because that's what's going on. One spirit inside of you is cooking the other one. You know, the one that's holy, that's trapped? It's your soul. Your soul is being cooked by another spirit, because the host body that you have, that's called your Kelipot, which is the same damn thing that statue of Eleutheria is standing on, is inherently evil. And it's called the Sitra Akra, which means the other side, connected to the darkness, evil and impure spiritual forces. The Sitra Akra is that realm of evil that's connected to the slave host body which you're in. See, we're waiting to get rid of this. It says it right there in Romans, as we anxiously await the redemption of the payment in full riddance of our flesh serpent bodies with forward and backwards chains of darkness, ligaments of the body. That's why I showed you all those definitions. Okay, now watch. Get ready to freak out. We're getting ready. So y'all have got your definitions now, but get ready. Okay, so what do we have going on here? On Beyonce's dress, and I'm going to show you her dress one time. This is so profound, guys. This is freaking... What? This is insane. Look at that. Look at it. Look at that. You are looking at a freaking dragon eating its own tail, and she's pregnant with twins inside of an isotoxal star. Who in the world could come up with this? That's who came up with it. He's the one that showed it to me. So this is the system we're in, and it's going on inside of every human being. Every one of us. We are a host body being self-cannibalized. Oh, self-cannibalized. Do y'all know who Debbie Harry is? Y'all do? Let me show you Debbie Harry at one of Marina Abramovich's parties. Y'all know that Marina Abramovich has spirit cooking parties. Yeah, because it's real. Yeah, spirit cooking. You haven't heard of them? Yeah, John Podesta, Hillary Clinton, Will Ferrell, all the people that James Franco, people you would not even believe are at these parties. I went through them all out. There are so many people at these parties you would not believe. They're at parties where they're eating a cake of themselves. Stop. Auto-sarcophagy. Self-cannibalization. Okay, what? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Is that Debbie Harry cutting out where her heart was? Look, that's where her heart was. Look. And she's cutting out a big piece of like red velvet cake where her heart was. That is a cake made to look like Debbie Harry. What are you, nuts? What is wrong with these people? Well, let's see. There's Gwen Stefani. There's a nice one. Auto-sarcophagy. There, look. Oh, there you go. Let's look at that image right there. That's people eating people. That's awesome. There's one right side up. There's one upside down. They both have apples in their mouths, and they're in opposing positions like twins. Oh, look. There's Cyndi Lauper. Wonderful. So they're all having their little party with Marina Abramovich, and they're eating cakes of themselves. There's Gwen Stefani. There's Debbie Harry. There's the in crowd, guys. There's the people everybody worships. Let's see, maybe we can get one with Debbie Harry. There, she's gonna stab. Look, isn't that lovely, Debbie? You're gonna take a knife and you're gonna auto-sarcophagy. I wonder what the verb of that is. She's gonna self-cannibalize a cake of herself. And look at the cake, her package. It's diamonds. Oh my gosh. There you go. There's Marina Abramovich. She's got a cake of herself. They cut the breasts off and they're eating, so she's eating her cake. Let's go back. Auto-sarcophagy. I told you. Why would they be having big parties eating cakes of themselves? Because they know what I know. I came about it through the Holy Spirit. These people are your handlers. And they love it that y'all don't know what's going on. They love it. That's their power over everybody. They just think that, y'all are the plebeians, the slaves, and that the stone rejected by the builders has become the chief cornerstone. See, these are the builders. The spirit that uses everybody, those are the builders. But Jesus usurps them. The same as Esau and Jacob were twins, right? Okay, remember Jacob was called the heel catcher? Okay, but his name Jacob means supplanter, because Jacob's a representative of us, Israel, and he supplants, takes over. That's why they hate Jesus, man. They don't want Jesus. They don't want to see Jesus take anything. Okay, so now we've proven that Debbie Harry and the gang, they are all about auto-sarcophagy. That's why they're eating cakes of themselves. And that's why you have all these people at the party. Look, there you go. Isn't that wonderful? She's got a naked cake of herself, and she's going to stab. Now let me show you something really twisted. Look at this. These are the people at the parties. These are actual actors, performance artists that they pay, and they put their heads on the table. This is sick, man. I wonder, these people must really need to pay some bills. Because, I mean, dude, I'd be like, F you, dude. You really want me to stick my head up through a table at your party so y'all can sit there and eat and look at my head on your table? Look at this guy. Look at the tongue sticking out the corner of his mouth, and he's in front of his big pyramid. Is this starting to ring a bell with you guys? Yeah, it is. Like, let's see. Maybe if I can go down here and find these guys. Oh, you mean like Marilyn Manson? Or this tattoo of a demon with his tongue sticking out? One eye, tongue sticking out. Dead sheep with the tongue out. Debbie Harry's parties. Marina Abramovich's parties. Guy with his tongue sticking out like the sheep. Okay, so now you know what these people are into. And it's pretty sad, man. I look through here and Will Ferrell's in here and there's all kinds of people. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time just clicking on there's Will Ferrell right there. Look. There's Will Ferrell and there's all these people and look. There's Will Ferrell. There's a guy's head coming up through the table. I mean, this is Marina Abramovich stuff. So, spirit cooking. What did I show you about the transmutation circle? It's the inner part of the kelipot, the endecagram. And what's in the dead center is a star. And a star represents a prince, as in the sense of blazing. Daniel 12. And those who are wise and shall turn many to righteousness shall shine like the stars forever and ever. See the word stars? And those that are wise and shine as the brightness of the firmament. And they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. Look at the word stars. It means in the sense of blazing right here. And it says a prince right there. Figuratively a prince. See right there? So in the sense of blazing, because we are the sparks of holiness that got trapped inside the kelipot. I want you to say kelipot equals my host body. Kelipot equals my host body. Kelipot equals shell. Kelipot equals a peel, like the peel of a piece of fruit. That's what a kelipot is in Jewish Kabbalah. And these are your rulers. These are your masters. These are the ones that rule the human race. And they are sold out to eating cakes of themselves. They'll self-cannibalize on purpose to show their loyalty to the ones that they serve, which is the self-cannibalizing flesh system. Jesus is the opposite, the complete opposite. Okay, now watch. Okay, so now we got Blondie. Here you go. Let me show you a little picture of Marina Abramovich. You got to be kidding, right? Oh, isn't that what I've been telling you guys? Isn't this everything I've been telling you? Right side up, upside down, that's a system. Until you recognize that, you never recognize that you are actually a slave. I see people say, all you have to do is believe on the name Lord Jesus Christ and believe in your heart, that he rose from the dead and you, through faith by grace, you're saved. Correct. But how did you do that? Why do you think Peter said, unless you make the things of the right as those of the left, and those of the left hand as those of the right, those above as those below, you will have no knowledge of the kingdom? You know why? Because unless you turn things upside down, just like the night I got saved, 100% nylon, that doesn't make any sense. The Lord told me turn it upside down, 100% no line. That makes all kinds of sense. And that's the only way I was able to go, something is not right. That's why when you turn the virgin upside down, it's a dead sheep. So a lot of people go, oh, you don't have to turn up things upside down. You're wrong. If you didn't, you never saw the kingdom. You never awoke. You never saw you were truly a slave. You never really believed. You juked yourself into believing you believed, but you didn't. That's why Jesus told Peter, Peter, I'm going to give you the key to the kingdom of heaven. The key is in the word is kleis, and it means as opening and shutting a lock. I'm going to be very dogmatic about that. That's what unrolled the scroll. Right side up, upside down. That's how you unroll a scroll. Like that. You go like that. That's how the scroll unrolls. Okay, now. I can't wait to show you this stuff now. Let's freak out. That's so crazy. Okay, so now we've seen all that. Now it's time for a little education. Okay, I'm going to knock. We don't need to see the Shiva Lingam anymore. Okay, y'all know all about that. Okay, we don't need to see Debbie Harry cutting her heart out and eating her own cake with Marina and everybody doing the same. We don't need to see all those that think they're fabulous. We'll just cut all that out. We'll turn off the Shiva. I'll leave Matthew 13. I'm going to leave this folder open. I'll leave the Abramovich folder available if we need it. Okay. Let me show you Lady Gaga at Marina Abramovich party real quick. Okay, look. There's Lady Gaga and all the dancers. Why do you think they're dancing on a mirror? Why do you think she's dancing in front of the birth of Venus? Do you know the birth of Venus? Do you know who Venus is? Venus is the morning star, Lucifer. Why do you think they're having a big party eating cakes of themselves, dancing on a mirror in front of the birth of Venus? I mean, it's like, come on. It's like, this is so obvious. Oh, what a wonderful performance. It's like, shit. Okay, see? All the women, and they're all dancing on top of, and see, they make a right side up and an upside down V. See? That's why they're standing with their legs spread. It makes a V and a V. It's opposites, and I'm going to show that to you because the whole system is vampiric. Okay, so there's Lady Gaga right there in the middle, and she's like she's Venus, the birth of Lucifer. Okay, there you go. Now, we're going to watch 8 minutes and 18 seconds of a crop circle video. I'm going to show you crop circles are the same darn thing as the Statue of Liberty. I'm going to show you so many crop circles, and we're going to do them quick after we watch this video. Your jaw is going to come unhinged. You're going to look for your bottom jaw. You're not going to find it. You're not going to find your bottom jaw after this. I'm going to show you the shadow arts in a crop circle that are the same as the shadow arts in the Vatican. I was like, this is so crazy, man. This is the greatest knowledge in the world, guys. This is amazing. Okay, let's watch. Let's do it. And then we're going to go through the Citra Aqua folder. Dave and I produced a new folder called Game Over. And the Game Over folder is the slideshow. And I added a couple pictures to it. And we can go through it very quickly. And I can show you what each picture is. I'll just stretch the screen. A guy in a slave collar. Turn it upside down. Locust from the pit. Lady Gaga from the video. And so I'll just go through these real quick. The folders will be quick. I'm not going to spend a lot of time because you've already seen the slideshow and you've already heard me comment on some of it, but now everything's in order. I did this as a gift for you guys. I sat here and I burned my eyes out and I need to put these on, otherwise going to bed is going to be a nightmare tonight, trying to get my eyes shut. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. Okay, we're going to watch 8 minutes and 18 seconds of this video. So here we go. I'll go back to the beginning and just kick back, go get a cup of coffee, whatever you need to do, and let's watch. I'm going to turn my microphone off, make sure, and here we go. Okay.
Hi, my name is Janet Ossebaert. I've been a crop circle researcher for 23 years. And today I'm going to show you how we know for sure that most crop circles are not man-made. For over 30 years, a lot of scientific research has been done by a variety of researchers across the world. Universities and laboratories carried out scientific analyses of samples from hundreds of crop circles. What I'm going to do in this video is show you a list of weird things that you can find in genuine crop circles. The official term for weird things is biophysical anomalies. Here we go. First, there are what we call germination anomalies or seedling anomalies. This means the seeds from within the crop circle germinate at a different speed than those from outside the crop circle elsewhere in the same field. In some cases, crop circle seeds germinate faster. In other cases, they are slower. Second anomaly, elongated nodes. Crop circle plants often have elongated nodes, and in many cases they are not just elongated but bent as well, sometimes up to 90 degrees. Now this is not the result of phototropism, where the plants grow back to the sun in a vertical movement. This is a horizontal bending. After all, the plants lie flat to the ground. Scientists cannot explain this. It simply should not occur in nature. And what about tree formations? This one was discovered by myself in my home country, the Netherlands. They have also been reported in other countries, such as Canada and the Czech Republic. Third anomaly, expulsion cavities. In mature crop, the plant nodes inside crop circles sometimes explode from the inside out. We call them expulsion cavities or blow nodes. The nodes are no longer flexible and cannot handle the intense energies with which the crop formations are made. Especially in maize or corn, the effect is quite spectacular. Fourth anomaly, vanished seeds. In some formations, the majority of the seeds have disappeared. Were they eaten by birds? Probably not. There are simply too many missing, or just on one side of the seed head, which is weird. Fifth anomaly, traces of heat found in quite a few crop circles, like for instance in this gorgeous formation of 2001. I found both burnt thistles sticking out of the downed wheat and dehydrated and rolled up grass, as if the formation was formed by something hot and swirling. Or this one in 2008. Some of the standing tufts were utterly scorched. And this one in 94, where hot molten meteoric dust had covered the white chalk stones in the formation. It then cooled down and solidified, leaving a brown layer all over the stones. Sixth anomaly, the dead flies. In 1998, I discovered hundreds of tiny dead flies on the standing tufts in a crop circle at Sherrill. I found none elsewhere in the field. And up till today, I keep finding dead flies in crop circles. A similar event took place in 2004, when my friend Annemieke Witteveen discovered dead slugs in a crop formation. Seventh anomaly, strange substances. In 1997, a white spongy substance was found in a crop circle in the Netherlands. It was only the beginning of a whole series of events in my home country, where we found large quantities of strange deposits inside crop circles. Chemical analyses show that none of these substances occur in nature. Who or what made it and left it there? Eighth anomaly, ghost formations. When the farmer harvests his crop and ploughs his field at the end of the season, no trace is left of the crop circle that was there. Then the next season he sows a new crop. Well, lo and behold, the crop circle of the previous season seems to reappear in the field. In this case at Barbary Castle in Wiltshire, the plants were longer and stronger than the control plants elsewhere in the field. This is not simply a germination anomaly, like we've seen previously, as the seeds in this case belong to a whole different crop. They have nothing to do with the crop circle seeds. These growth anomalies are caused by an alteration in the crystalline structure of the surface soil. The intense energies that cause the crop circle to appear modify the soil and thus its fertility. According to geological research, this kind of crystalline alteration should not occur in surface soil anywhere on the planet. We simply do not know of any kind of energy able to accomplish this. And it gets even better when snow melts on the exact same spot that held a crop circle a few months prior. Ninth anomaly, magnetic field distortions. In various crop circles, our compass showed anomalies. North was no longer north. 10th anomaly, time distortions. Two stopwatches showed two different outcomes. One was taken inside the crop circle, the other one stayed at the edge of the field. 11th anomaly, failing equipment. Some equipment does not go well with strong electromagnetic fields. Is this why cameras sometimes fail to focus or to get the lighting right? A bit to the left or right and everything was just fine, but moved back and the same problem occurred. Phones too have proven to dysfunction in some crop circles. On top of all of this, there is the lay of the crop, the way the plants have been laid down. You don't have to be Einstein to understand that this is not the work of men with stumper boards. This lovely formation not only had an intricate center swirl, it also had a thistle standing up straight, dead center in one of the tiny circles. And what about this one? We called it the woven basket for obvious reasons. And the sunflower of 2000 had 3 nests in its center. What about the inner spiral of this beauty? The Hinton Parva formation of 2006 blew me away. It seemed simple from the air, right next to a burial mound, but take a look at the details in the 2 outer circles. Isn't this just breathtaking? And this one, a year later, seemed rather messy from the air, but look at the intricacy on the ground. From nests to swirls, to knots, bouquets, bridges, ovals. One of the best ever appeared at Avebury Truslow in 2009. The inner circle had a massive amount of swirls, whereas the centre was something I'd never seen before and I've never seen since. The outer circles had the most amazing features.
So let me go back real quick. Okay, right here, I'm going to pause it right here because we're at this wheat and the weed things.
The outer circles had the most amazing features.
One second. I'm sorry about that. Sorry about the little glitch, guys. Okay, I'm going to pause it right there because you see all the wheat? Okay. Now, again, sorry about that little glitch. I forgot to turn this back on. So anyway, so here's the thing. A lot of crop circles, well, most crop circles are not man-made. I've gone in, I've done some research. I've looked at other videos like this and saw, you know, anomalies in the grains and in the, there's a lot of other videos that show disturbances in the genetics of the plants that have been altered. So they are not made by some guys with sticks and barbed wire. Now, there are those that were made like that in order to serve as a disinfo campaign. And then a lot of people go down that avenue and believe that because they haven't done their due diligence. But I'm going to go way past that, way past it. I'm going to show you that most crop circles are the same thing as the Statue of Liberty. Do you believe that? Okay, let's go look at the Statue of Liberty then. Let's go back and take a look at that. Okay, so we're going to look at, let's see, we got Game Over, Citra Acra, let's see. And then what I'll do is I'll go up here to the Statue of Liberty, and we're going to do the hendecagram thing very quickly, but we're going to look at a couple definitions. Okay, Jude 1.6. And angels that left their own habitation and abandoned their own abode, he is kept in everlasting chains. There you go. And angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he has reserved in everlasting chains under darkness unto the judgment of the great day. Just like Sodom and Gomorrah did, they gave themselves over to fornication. The angels, just like Sodom and Gomorrah, gave themselves over to fornication. I'll say it again. The angels, just like Sodom and Gomorrah, gave themselves over to fornication, going after strange flesh, are set forth as an example of eternal fire. Okay, the word everlasting and chains means, everlasting means ever during, forward and backwards. That's what the word everlasting, and the word chains means ligaments of the body. It's so under, remember, we're awaiting the redemption of our bodies, the riddance of our bodies, because our chains of darkness are our bodies. See, look, everlasting, forward and backwards, ever during, forward and backwards, chains, 1199. 1199. Ligament of a body or shackle of a prisoner. Why do you think the Statue of Liberty has a shackle on her foot attached to the kelipot? The kelipot is the what? Host body. Oh, because she's the queen ruling over it. She's the woman that rides the beast. Mm-hmm. There we go. So here we go. Now, a quick example of those chains of darkness are, let's look at some cultures real quick. Okay, there is the Eye of Ra, the origin of creation of man in Egyptian theology. It's a circle, and then there's opposing serpents, one going that way, one going that way. Everlasting, forward and backwards chains of darkness. Okay, Aztec, forward and backwards serpent skin, chains of darkness. Mayan, chains of darkness. Kabbalah, dragon going one way, dragon going the other way, opposing everlasting chains of darkness. Okay, y'all starting to get this? Google Doodle. They have two ducks that have sharp bills, not like ducks at all, but more like fangs of a serpent. And there's a letter U, and the letter U there, that's a double U. Those are the closed eyes of a serpent with its mouth open. Those are not two ducks. It's a serpent with its mouth open. Okay, now let's look at what Psalm 23 says. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, and the word valley right here, 15:16, means transmutation, and then it means human body. Isn't it fascinating? It's Psalm 23, like 23 chromosomes. Yep. Okay, here's the kelipot. I'm going to do these definitions very quickly. The kelipot, they call it the tree of life. It's the tree of death to us because our host body is our death. The kelipotic tree consists of 10 spheres in opposition to the sephirot. Let me define sephirot for you. Whenever you see the word sephirot, it means the emanations of God, his character. So they are opposite the emanations of God, like God's attributes on the tree of life. These are referred to as, just like Marina Abramovich and Debbie Harry, evil twins. They are also evil demons of matter, and look, the shells of the dead. So your kelipot, the kelipotic tree is, they're evil demons of matter, and they're the shells of the dead. I'll say it again. Your host body is the shells of the dead, the evil twins. Okay, now let's go back. I'm going to just breeze through these, and we're going to be at the Vatican in just a minute. You got to see these real quick, though. Again, transmutation, I'll read it one time, and then we're going to knock out two other definitions, and we're going to skim through this. Transmutation, the action of changing or state of being changed into another form. Again, transmutation, the action of changing or the state of being changed into another form. The conversion or transformation of one species into another. That's right, absolutely. Okay, now. Okay, so we're going to go into the kelipot one more time. We're going to drill this home, and then we're done. Then we're going to match everything up. Okay, so the kelipot right there in the Kabbalah, and we're exposing the Kabbalah now. It means peel, shell, or husk, and they are representation of evil or impure spiritual forces. That realm of evil is known as the Sitra Achra. It means the other side, opposite holiness. So the peel that you're in is a representation of the Sitra Achra, the other side, opposite holiness. The shell that you are in is a representation of evil or impure spiritual force called the Sitra Achra that is in opposition to holiness. They are in opposition like twins. Do you understand? So the host body itself is inherently evil, and it is connected to the realm of evil that is in opposition to holiness. I'll say it again. The Sitra Achra, the realm of evil that is connected to your host body, is called the Sitra Achra, and it is opposite holiness, okay? They are opposites. Do you understand? So your body is connected to that. Okay. In Kabbalistic cosmology, the Kelipot are shells surrounding holiness. Okay. They are therefore synonymous with idolatry. Divinity is exiled in the Kelipot. This causes sparks of holiness to be exiled in the host body. Divinity is exiled in the Kelipot. Kelipot is your host body. Divinity is exiled in the host body. Why do you think the Statue of Liberty is standing on top of a Kelipot? Get it? Liberty. Oh, Eleutheria, remember? The creature awaits the glorious liberty of the sons of God. Eleutheria, licentious or legitimate freedom. See, so once you're a son of God, once you get to go back, or once you're born again, really, you have that same liberty, Eleutheria. You can choose to licentious or legitimate. So while you're here on earth, before you get rid of your body, you better make sure you don't slip into licentious freedom. That would be a good way to blow it, wouldn't it? Okay, so divinity is exiled in the Kelipot, which is your host body, and this causes sparks of holiness to be exiled in the Kelipot. Okay, and y'all can read that again yourself. I don't want to go into all the little nuances. I've been through it just repetitively. Now, let's look at the Kelipot. This is what you got to understand for all the crop circles. This is the Kelipot. It is an 11-pointed star at 12 o'clock on the face of the clock, right here, right there. Right here, there's two triangles, and the two become one. If you go this way, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you have a triangle here. Here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you have the triangle here. So you have 5 here and 5 here, and then it's 1 right here. Do you understand? The two become one. Okay, what's most important that you understand about that Kelipot is that in the center, there's a right side up triangle and an upside down triangle interlocking. That's your prison, and that is you. You are that star in the middle, and that is what's being transmuted. You are a prince in the sense of blazing. You are a star, a prince from heaven, and you got trapped in a Kelipot, housing the essence of holiness within a host body. Sparks of holiness, there it is. You see that star? That's the spark of holiness that is trapped inside the host body system. And the system is twins. Look at that right side up triangle is one twin. The upside down triangle is the other twin. Right side up twin, upside down twin. That's the system that the star is caught in. And it's the host body where the two become one. Okay, that realm of darkness from the other side that's called the Sitra Achra is made manifest by opposing serpents, just like this bracelet, surrounding the hendecagram. See right there? You see the two serpents surrounding the hendecagram? That's that realm of evil called the Sitra Achra. There it is. It's surrounding the Kelipot. There it is. And it's really darkness wearing a crown. Let me show you. That's the eye. That's the eye. That's the mouth. Eye, mouth, wearing the crown right there. Okay, now, what's most important, I told you, is this, what's right in the middle. What's right in the middle is most important. So that star was right side up, wasn't it? Look, this star was right side up. But when it gets transmuted, the star goes upside down. So you have a right side up star that turns to an upside down star. So you have one of God's angels that turns to the Church of Satan. That's why the U.S. currency, it says E pluribus unum, with a star right in the middle. All you got to do is connect the other ones. And here, watch this. There you go, watch. Okay. Yeah. Oh, wow, it's the same darn thing. It's not even sort of close. It is exactly what it is. E pluribus unum. You know why it says E pluribus unum? And there's 13 letters, 13 stripes, 13 leaves, 13 olives, 13 arrows, because 13 is a number of complete rebellion against God and all the satanic governments of the world. Right there on your money. There you go. And there's the representation right there, many in one. That is Elohim from Genesis 1:26. Let us create man in our image, e pluribus unum. Right there. That's what that stands for. Okay, here we go. Let's keep going. Now, watch this. This is going to get crazy. We're going to the Vatican in just a second, guys. And we're going to the crop circles. Okay, so what are the common denominators? So the cycle is from angel into a human host body to a locust from the pit. That's why you have this image. The most dangerous place in the world is between a mother and her children. And you have the Statue of Liberty holding a bug. She's holding a bug. There you go. Because she's the mother of all the bugs in the pit. Because she represents Eve, having everybody got caught in the system. You get caught in a host body, which she rules over, and you end up being a bug in the pit. And that's what comes out of the pit. That's why when you turn the guy in the slave collar from the Vatican upside down, he becomes a bug. Okay, you've seen the Twin Towers. The Twin Towers represented the same thing as Cain and Abel, cannibalistic. Burning the Twin Towers was no different than the Pink Floyd album. Wish you were here, but you're not, because we burned you up. And that's why it shows them shaking hands. No different than burning the Twin Towers. Okay, so here we go. Keep going. Here you go. Here is the necklace with the falcon with the eye of Ra on top of the falcon. It is not a falcon. It is a snake-like human being with fangs, like a vampire. Eye, nose, open mouth with fangs. You're going to see the same face again on the back of locusts that are in transmutation circles that are tattooed on women. Okay, going down. The Statue of Liberty. Just so you know it's true, everlasting chains of darkness are your host bodies. And there's the Statue of Liberty standing on top of the pedestal, and she's got chains on her feet. There you go. Chained to the Kelipot. It represents getting set free of slavery from heaven. Lucifer wanted his own kingdom and a bunch of angels, and they got set free, but now they have you chained to her and the Kelipot. And that's your new home in a host body, and she rules over it. The woman that rides the beast. Okay, here is the Statue of Liberty from top to the bottom, standing on top of a Kelipot, and she's got a spiral staircase, which is DNA, all the way down from the top. Don't forget, what is she holding in her hand? What is the Statue of Liberty holding in her hand? You remember? She's holding a penis. She's holding a torch that says it's the imprisoned lightning, and the torch is a penis, and the imprisoned lightning is in the Bible. It says Jesus will baptize you with the Holy Spirit and with fire. The word fire is lightning. There it is. So there's a penis. What's on top is the imprisoned lightning, and it comes through the penis, and then it forms a new Kelipot, which is right like that. That's the Kelipot system right there. And what happens? You take a guy in a slave collar, a human in a slave collar, really an angel in a slave collar, and when you turn that upside down, it turns into a locust from the pit. So we'll just turn that guy upside down right now. We're going to turn him upside down because that's what the Kelipot's used for, transmutation, to turn a star upside down into the Church of Satan. So when you turn it upside down, what do you get? Let's enlarge it. Let's get a nice clear image. What does that guy turn into? It really represents an angel, but the human host body is the mechanism. So you see the locust from the pit. There's the eye, mandible, wings coming out. So that's a locust coming out. So that human host body transmutated an angel into a locust. That's why when you turn it upside down, it becomes a locust. Okay, I'm just going to skim down here real quick. We don't need to do the Ormhoxen. You guys saw that, saw the demons. You've seen all that. You've seen all that. I'm just going to keep going. We're going to go to the next folder. Okay, very quickly. Okay, you know what? I'll show you this in the next folder. Remember this image right here, Vampire Academy. When you take one V and turn it upside down, each one represents 5 and 5, one right side up, one upside down. Look at the girl, Vampire Academy. Get it? One right side up, one upside down. Vampire Academy. Vampiric system. Cain and Abel. Do you get it? There you go. That's what's up. Now, let's see. Revelation 17. Okay, here's something y'all should know. I want to show this to you. I want you to see it. Revelation 17. So he carried me away in spirit into the wilderness. I saw a woman sit on a scarlet-colored beast. Look at the word scarlet-colored. 28:47. Look what it means. From a kernel shape of the insect, crimson. Oh my gosh. Scarlet-colored beast means from the kernel shape of an insect. Venomous beast. Yeah, insect. Just showed you the definition. Right there. The word scarlet colored from the kernel shape of the insect. Crimson colored. Beast. Venomous animal. Okay, just unbelievable stuff. Stuff nobody knew this stuff. This is all revealed. This is all a revelation gift. The Lord revealed all this to me to give to you. Yahweh has given. You see how he's giving? And he just keeps giving and giving? Yeah. Okay, here you go. Now, Statue of Liberty is called the mother of exiles. Here's what the Bible says. So while you're here on earth living as exiles, strangers, sojourners, you should, live out the time of your temporary residence in reverence of God. Live out your time as temporary residents on earth. The Lord who judges according to every man's work. Pass the time of your exile here in fear. So you've been exiled. I don't care what anybody says. Pass the time of your exile in fear. If you've been converted, you should know you're in exile. The only ones that haven't been converted, they don't even know they're exiles. I mean, that's what's so profound about this. That's why these people are like, oh, so what, Jonathan? I'm like, are you kidding? So what? That's like, dude. Dear friends, I urge you as aliens and exiles. See, aliens aren't from here. Exiles aren't from here, are we? No. Oh, we're from heaven and we got brought here. Oh, now everything makes sense, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Mother of exiles, Eleutheria, licentious freedom. There you go. Okay, so let's go down. Let me show you, let's see. Here is Baphomet. Let's see. We'll see this again. There is Baphomet standing on top of a hendecagram, a kelipot. See Baphomet on top of a kelipot. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11-pointed star. So I took the Statue of Liberty holding the bug and I set it right on top of this. This is what the Statue of Liberty's on. The same thing Baphomet's on. That's why it's male and female androgynous. It's got male and female. Male and female is the twin system, opposing energies. That's what it's all about. There you go. There's from a museum in Great Britain, I believe. Yeah, double-headed serpent, double-headed serpent. Very common. Okay, I showed you that the Burning Man coordinates, the Burning Man are at 40 by 119. 40 means, look, there it is, Burning Man coordinates, 40.9107 by 119. 40 is Abimelech, my father is king of Philistine, and 119, and read it for yourself. If you don't believe me, 119 literally means man. And look, I'll show you, look. And the Lord God said, behold, the man, not the man. It's Hebrew word 120. Hebrew word 120 comes from the root 119. Adam. It means man. There it is. There it is. So, Burning Man happens to have the same coordinates as a Philistine king and Adam? You think that Philistine king might be Lucifer? It's like, just come on. Okay, here we go. Yeah, my father is king. Here's the thing I ended that slideshow with very quickly. 40 means my father is king, and it means Philistine, a Philistine. 119 means Adam. So the coordinates of the Burning Man festival is looked up in the Hebrew lexicon. Quite literally translate to, my father is king, Philistine, and they are burning Adam. There it is. It's exactly what they're doing. They are making fun of Adam and the garden. The whole Burning Man thing is making fun of burning Adam. And Adam means man. There you go. I mean, do you understand how impossible this is? Are y'all freaking out yet? We're just getting ready. Okay, y'all remember Alice in Chains. Okay, look, Alice in Chains. He's got forward and backwards chains on this skull face of the devil. Here is an image of a guy getting knocked out. Alice in Chains, greatest hits. Get it, greatest hits, because he's punching him in the face. What do you see right there? You see the red star? Oh my gosh. Let's look up the meaning of the name Alice. Meaning of Alice. Alice means of nobility right there. Of nobility in chains. Alice in Chains. Alice means of nobility. So Alice in Chains means of the nobility in chains. Oh, princes and stars. Stars. Princes in chains. Do you get it? Yeah. Okay, it's starting to make sense, right? Okay, now you see the star? Alice in Chains, of nobility. You see the knockout punch? Let me show you a Coco Chanel commercial. And let me show you a scene from that where the girl is knocking the guy out. Okay, let's watch Coco Chanel. Ready? Real quick.
Well, no one told me about her, the way she lied. Well, no one told me about her, how many people cried.
666, Shadow.
Too late to say you're sorry. How would I know? Why should I care? Please don't bother trying to find her. She's not there. Well, let me tell you about the way she looked, the way she had tan, the color of her.
Okay, now he thinks he's going to get something really great and goes from light to dark, and he ends up in his prison, the Vesica Pisces.
Her voice was soft and cool, her eyes were clear and bright, but she's not there.
Oh, there's that knockout punch like Alice in Chains. Look at the glove right in his face, and listen to the sound of the door shutting. So here she is dressed like a boxer with the hood on, but listen. Cast down. There you go. He's been cast down, caught in the intersection of the two, and he's in his eternal prison. Bummer. Yep, no joke. Okay, Alice in Chains, same thing. Boom, knockout. Get it? Ha ha, greatest hits. Because they're making fun of knocking out angels. There you go. Let's see. Here's Jane's Addiction. Some guy left a really rude comment. I went and looked at his channel, and he had Jane's Addiction. I'm like, no wonder you left a rude comment. They're both burning. They're twins. Do you know what Jane means? Meaning of, it means Jehovah or Yahweh is gracious. Meaning of Jane. There you go. It means Jehovah or Yahweh is gracious. Let's see. There it is. Jehovah has been gracious. God's grace, or God is gracious. Jane's Addiction. We got caught. It's all about sex, folks. Told you. There it is. Jane's Addiction. Get to burn them. Yeah. You see how this is all perfection in data? See what I mean? It's not arguable. Why do you think Jesus told Peter, I'll give you the keys to the kingdom of heaven now? because Jesus wanted you to know you were caught in a binary system. Jesus was crucified right side up. He represented light and life. Peter was crucified upside down, darkness and death. In order to be born of the Spirit, you got to turn everything upside down so you can see the truth. You can see Jesus. There you go. You can see what's going on. You can see your prison. Okay, now let's see. I want to show you two V's that intersect. There's a V right here that intersects with another V, and it makes an X in the middle where the two V's intersect. I put the number 5 there in red, number 5 there in blue, and it means, so 5 by 5 is what the meaning is, VXV, VXV, 5 by 5 means loud and clear. And that's one reason they like to use that is because when Cain, Cain means to strike a musical note. I showed you in Genesis 4, Cain, the first child that was born out of Eve, the first twin to come out, it means to strike a musical note. And that's why they use VXV, because it's 5 and 5, and you put them together. So it's VXV. So when you put those two together, it makes an X. VXV. 5 by 5, loud and clear. Because the voice you heard here in your head until you get saved is a different voice. They change the chord. They change the sound of God in your head. That's what happened. So then you hear a different voice. All right, now here we go. Let's go to, let's see, that's not it. We're going to go to the Game Over folder. Here we go. Okay, then Coco Chanel. You already saw that. Okay, here we go. Game over. Let's do the Vatican first, and then we'll get to the crop circles. This is going to blow your mind. Okay, 5-minute break. I'm going to pause it. We'll get back. 5-minute break. Oh my gosh, my house just flooded. We're having big thunderstorms here in San Antonio. And while I've been doing this video, I've been hearing, the rain going on, and I went to the back, and we have a low-lying area, and there's water going through all the bedrooms. But at least you're getting the data. It's like, I literally have debris like a river at my front door. So I've been so getting into doing this video for you guys, I didn't even know my house was flooding. Okay. Here we go. Let's do it. Okay, we're going to do the Game Over folder. Let's do the Vatican. Get ready to freak out. Okay, let me show you something. I'm going to show you something. I just almost couldn't believe what I saw. You're going to see the same thing in a crop circle. Okay, y'all have seen this altar before right here. Look. Okay, go follow me. Go right up here. Look. This is the shadow arts. This is the face of Christ right here. Look, there's the eye. There's the eye. There's the nose, the mustache, and here's the hair on the sides. See it? Look, eye, nose, mustache, hair on the side, arms going out. I was like, what the hell? And I almost couldn't believe what I was looking at. Hang on, guys, one sec. Okay, so let's look at it again. Watch this. Here's the face right here. I'm going to circle it. That's the eye, nose, mustache, hair on the sides. And this circle's like a crown. Unbelievable. Now, let me show you something just to show you that I've really checked this out. Now, I'm going to take this, and I'm going to show you. I've cut it out. If you simply squint your eyes, you'll see how they use the architecture to make the face and the hair right here. I'm sorry, watch this. Right here, the eyes, the mustache, the beard. And they use the architecture to make the face. Watch. I'm going to go ahead and enlarge this. You know what? I'll enlarge this one. There you go. Okay, watch this. So as you enlarge it, it kind of disappears. This is the face right here. But as you get further away, and you zoom out, just squint your eyes. That is intentional. That's why the artwork on these two sides, these probably have to be people's bodies standing up alongside whatever this is. That is with intent. That is the shadow arts at its finest. That is the face. Look, there it is right there. See it? Let's see. Right there's the face. There it is. That is absolutely bananas. And then the chest. And what's crazy is where the hole is right here. This is just unbelievable. With the light coming through the proximity of the hole. Remember the Shiva Lingam? It's a penis going through a vagina. Here's the penis and here's the vagina. I mean, this is just mind-boggling, folks. So now let me show you the crop circles. I mean, this up here is unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. But let's get into the transmutation circles and the significance of all this, because this is going to blow your minds. Okay, let me see where to start. We're going to start again right here. The Kelapot, housing the essence of holiness, right here. It's a 11-pointed star called a hendecagram, and what's most important is what's in the middle. There's a right side up star, but when it turns over and the two become one, the star gets turned upside down. There you go. And that is the twin system we're caught in. That is it. It's been identified through their symbology, through their use of their, secret religions. We've identified exactly what's going on now. They are transmuting a star, which is a prince, one of God's princes. We are all children, just like the prodigal sons. We all went on a journey far away from home. We took our inheritance, which was our eternal life. We set out on a journey to a faraway land. We wasted our inheritance, eternal life, on prostitutes and riotous living. And then finally, when you come to your senses, like I did, I went to God and I said, none of this makes any sense. I got everything I wanted, and it's not what I want. It just sucks. There it is. Okay, now watch. Here we go. So we have the hendecagram, and you have a right side up triangle, upside down triangle. That's the twin system. And the twin system cooks, spirit cooks, the star that's in the middle. And when it's done cooking, it's an upside down star. So that's what happens. That's why Marina Abramovich and Debbie Harry are eating cakes of themselves. It's a representation of their willingness to self-cannibalize their other half and serve the one that runs this place. And therefore they get riches and fame and all the stuff this world has to offer. That's what they want. Okay, so now this is identical to, this is identical to this right there. Let me grab it on a different part. There we go. Watch. There it is. Many in one. Many in one. Many stars. Many princes. Many magistrates. Many angels. Out of one. Elohim. There it is. There it is. Perfect. That's the exact same thing as the middle of a hendecagram. I will take the U.S. currency and I will go like this, and it is the exact same thing as the hendecagram. Now let's look at these ladies that have these tattoos of bugs on them. Let's see, in the transmutation circles. Okay, let's look at this young lady first. Okay, she's got, because I told you it's from angel to human host body to locust from the pit. Okay, look. So look what she's got here. Right side up, upside down pyramid. But what's most important is what's here. She's got the right side up, upside down pyramid, and in the middle, you see what looks like the orbitals of an atom. You're going to see this in crop circles over and over again. You're going to see the right side up, upside down triangle, and you're going to see the star in the middle over and over again. And I'm going to show you what's on these cicadas, which are bugs that live most of their lives underground, and then they come out, just like the locusts in the pit. So I'm going to take this young lady right here. I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to grab this because I've already colored it in. There you go. There it is. Just trying to line it. There it is. Got it. So you see she's got a transmutation circle. And what's at the bottom of the transmutation circle? Oh, a locust, cicada. So turning into a bug. So one of God's angels turning into a bug. There it is. So let me go back and show that to you. Look what's on her. Look what's on her hands. She's got a star. You know what? Let's look at her hands again. Her hands tell quite a story too. Look at this. Watch. Look at this. So she's got a dragonfly, another bug that lives part of its life in a different stage underwater. Then it comes out and it transforms. She's got the ankh representing the key in Egypt. Then this, just whatever, green. And then there's a star. So look at her. Look at her jewelry. Her jewelry tells the story. This tells the story. This tells the story. Unbelievable. Transmutation circle, becoming a bug. Here's a woman with her face painted like a demon because it's true. Here's a woman with a tattoo of a bug coming up from behind her face because it's true. Here's a woman with a big praying mantis coming out of the center, and this whole thing becomes a sheep with its tongue sticking out. I've shown this to you before. I just don't want to get into it. Here's another image of a praying mantis that's dressed as the Virgin. Very common. This woman's got the triple moon goddess right here in the middle. This is the phases of a woman's cycle as well as the phases of life, waxing, full, and waning moons. And it also represents the cycle of a woman's menstruation period right here. Wait till you see what's on here. So here's what she's got really on her. This is what she's got. This is what this is all about. Here's another woman with a giant cicada on the side of her body. Here's a Venus flytrap. A Venus flytrap. Venus means Lucifer. Let's see what's in the flytrap. Oh, it's got a dead sheep in it. Oh, that's why a Venus flytrap has a sheep in it. Wow. Here's a guy from the Vatican that's caught in, he's in these giant chains, and when I move it up, those yellow spots become eyes, fangs, and an open mouth. So there's a beast. We've already turned him from man to beast, and he's in chains. And then when you turn it upside down, you transmute him, he becomes a locust coming out of the pit. Eye, mandibles, wings, coming out. All that crazy hair that this guy has, it turns into air moving under the wings. Here's a woman. Don't worry, she's covered up. And look what's coming out of her. A locust, cicada, same thing. What's going on here? Here's the largest altar in the world. There's the chair of St. Peter. It's a penis. It's going in the mouth of a giant bug. Here's a bug just that is identical to it. There it is. See the bug with the antennas? They use the architecture to make the antenna. Absolutely astounding. Here, this same bug is identical to the tattoo on this girl's crotch right above her vagina. So if you were to put your penis in there, it would be no different than the altar of St. Peter. It's absolutely identical. Wow, isotoxal everything. There's Beyonce. She's got her isotoxal star on her belly, carrying 2 kids. How sad for those kids. Oh my gosh. There it is. Okay, let's keep going. One way it's life. You take that same word and you turn it upside down. It's death, isotoxal. Okay, Cain and Abel. Okay, you got same thing as an infinity symbol with opposing serpents. One's alive, one serpent's dead. Infinity symbol. Remember the night I got saved? Jonathan, read the tags in the closure carrying 100% nylon. That doesn't make any sense. Turn it upside down. 100% no lion. You got to tell the truth to receive truth. Here it is. Reversal. You need a reversal in your life. A change in the opposite direction, course of action. A turnaround, turnabout, about face. U-turn, a 180-degree judgment. An annulment of judgment, sentence, or decree made by the court. We all need a reversal, and that's how you get it. It's like, look, turning the Virgin upside down. It's a dead sheep. Okay, here we go. Let's get down to the crop circles. Okay. I want y'all to see the 5 by 5. When you take the Roman numeral 5, and you interlock these two, blue and red make purple. You have blue in your veins and you got red in your arteries, and the two together make purple. Oh, a woman arrayed in purple. There you go. Okay, when you interlock these two V's, it makes VXV. See it? Y'all remember the Jaguar commercial with Tom Hiddleston and the guy that played Loki? And he said, a new plan requires a new boss, this guy, and this guy played the Beast, remember? Well, in one of their commercials, Porsche pulls up and Tom Hiddleston gets out of he gets out of the Jaguar, but there's a Porsche that's in the building, and he gets out of this white Jaguar and he opens the trunk. Let me show you what's on the trunk. It's a license plate, but it doesn't have a state, doesn't have any stickers. This is obviously a fake license plate. Look what it says, VXV. Told you so. VXV. Wow. There it is. VXV. 108, they say there's 108 paths to God. I'm not kidding. By the way, 108 represents the it's the angle in a pentagram. Watch. I got to show it to you. I'm sorry. You got to see this. I was like, you got to be kidding. I think it's in the Jaguar folder. Let's see. I think so. I hope so. 108. Come on, 108. There it is. See, look. There's a Jaguar thing. Look. 108 right here. There's 108 right there. VXV 108. Look at that. Let me show you why. There's 108 degrees in all the 108 degrees, 108 degrees, 108 degrees, 108 degrees. So someone tell me what the odds are that license plate where he said we've already created a beast, now it's time for a whole new animal, and it's about master villains. What do you think the odds are that the license plate are VXV 108 and 108 happens to be a pentagram? Yeah, about 1 in a trillion. Okay, there it is. You can't make this stuff up. That's right. So here we go. Okay, now let's get down to, oh wait, game over. Okay, there we go, game over. That's why the thing from the Catholic Church, the double-headed phoenix, that's a V intersecting another V, and I colored them right here. I colored one yellow. I colored one strand of DNA yellow. Yellow, blue, they intersect and it makes an X in between. There's the X in between right here, made black. And so then I just did a V and a V. But you see the V with the X and the V. This is not negotiable anymore. Justmus and Decimus on the cross. Take this guy, intersect it, VXV. What resolved it? A Y chromosome hanging in the middle, resolving it. There's Marina Abramovich and Jay-Z facing opposite directions. A white woman, black man. That's the system. Twin. There it is. See it? Same thing. Da Vinci Code. Right side up triangle, upside down triangle. No different is the middle of an endecagram. There's Taylor Swift. She's got a serpent on this finger. V, V. Here you go. So there's a right side up U and an upside down U. That's the twin system. There it is. Oh, wow. That's the same thing as Vampire Academy. There you go. Just same thing as the Twin Towers. Now look at her shirt. Right side up, upside down. That's no different than the logo for the One World Freedom Tower. Upside down, right side up. What's the difference? The answer is there is none. There's the double-headed phoenix. Right there. What's the difference? Male, female energy, opposing energies. There you go. There's the top floor. There is the top floor of the One World Freedom Tower. There's the observation room where you get to look out the window, and it's in front of this big cross. And look what they have. They have a V and a V connected by a pyramid. Do you understand the all-seeing eye connecting the two? I can read their symbology. It's a language. And once you know how to read it, it's easy to read. Once you know how to speak their language, be wise as a serpent, gentle as a dove. Okay, now let's look at the transmutation circles. Here we go. Transmutation circle right here. It's the right side up, upside down twin system. Right side up, upside down triangles, twin system with a star in the middle. You turn the star upside down, or you turn the hendecagram upside down, and the two became one, and now you have the Church of Satan when it turns upside down. Now let's apply that to all the stuff we're about to see. Get ready to freak out. Okay, it's no different than the U.S. currency. The U.S. currency is identical, e pluribus unum. It's no different than the transmutation circle on the chest of the girls. It's identical to the girls that have the transmutation circle right here on their chest becoming a locust. Remember the mother of exiles, Kelipot. Shells, peels, husks, they represent the Citra Akra, the other side. Kelipot equals shell, aka host body. Divinity is exiled in the Kelipot. It's exiled in the Kelipot, and then it becomes a locust. There you go. 1 Peter, live out your life as exiles. Transmutation circle, right side up, upside down, interlocking triangles. Okay, transmutation, Psalm 23. The word valley, it means transmutation body. Okay, Jude 1.6, ligaments. The word chains means ligaments of the body. The word everlasting means forward and backwards. There's serpents forward and backwards. Okay, here we go. Y'all ready for the Burning Man? There is the layout for all the chairs or all the campsites at the Burning Man. It is identical, and I do mean it is identical to the Citra Akra. It's the same as the Mayan pyramid too, just your ability to see it. There it is. It's the Citra Akra, and it's the Kelipot. And in the middle of the Kelipot, what are they burning? One of God's angels. Burning Man. Get it? Burning Adam. Here's Lady Gaga right here. And she's sitting in a chair in this video by Dee Antford. And they're pulling a locust out of her crotch. And when they pull the locust out of her crotch, it makes a noise. Let me show you what it says in Genesis 4. And when Eve birthed Cain, and she bare Cain. The word Cain means to strike a musical note, chant or well, a mourning woman. It means to strike a musical note. That's what the name Cain means. Okay, let's go check out the Lady Gaga video real quick, and we're still heading towards those crop circles. And I'm going to show you they're the same. Lady Gaga video right now. So I'm trying to hurry. I have water that came in the house, guys. I got to go clean up a bunch of water. It's everywhere. Okay, here we go. Game over. John video clips. It's got to be in this folder. I'm sorry, hang on one sec. Here we go. Fatty Fatty Boom Boom. Here we go.
This white boy Rick.
Would you believe a 15-year-old kid was working for the federal government?
But he was. White boy Rick.
What? Where you at?
Here I am, sweating buckaletics like bam, bam,
Here goes
bam.
Lady Gaga. She's running into a dentist and gynecologist. By the way, that is not actually Lady Gaga. It's an impersonator of Lady Gaga, just for the record. And she goes in, she sits down.
I got hijacked, and now there's something really funny going on down there. I think I might have picked something up.
That is disgusting. They're mocking the Lion of the tribe of Judah. They're mocking the Lion of the tribe of Judah by doing that. Listen carefully.
Oh my god!
You hear the noise it made?
Ah! Oh my god!
Strike a musical note, because that race of locusts in the pit, it's a note, it's a noise. Excuse me. Here we go to the Bible. To strike, I'm sorry. You know what? I'll go to the Bible. I'll go to Genesis right in front of you. Sorry, the computer's stalling here. Genesis 4, and she conceived and bare Cain. Cain is, we walk it back. The first child congened from the root 69 to strike a musical note. That's why you have a locust, because that's the other race of beings that's in your head. That's it. Wow. This is insane. Okay, let's keep going. Game over. Okay, let me go down to the bottom. Okay, here we go. Let's do the crop circles now. Okay, so here we go. We'll do the crop circles now. Here we go. Y'all remember the image in the Vatican? You see the face right there? That's the shadow arts. That's absolutely the face, what's supposed to be the face of Christ. There's the eye, mustache, hair coming down the sides right here, arms going out, chest coming down. What's really disturbing is that they have the window right here. That's just crazy. But, I mean, you know, I've seen more twisted, but that is just absolutely unbelievable. Here we go. Ready? Here's an image of a Venus flytrap. Obviously, it's a vagina, but it's a Venus flytrap. It's also the Virgin, see? By the way, Venus means Lucifer, morning star flytrap. I showed you the other one that had a dead sheep in it. But look at the crop circle. Look at the crop circle. Oh, wow. It's the same, isn't it? It sure is. I just need to rotate it a little bit. And it's the intersection of the two circles. Perfect. Alice in Chains. Okay, now let's take a look at the Citra Aqua book. This is really important. Let's see, where is... There we go. I want y'all to look at this geometric design that's in the middle right here of this. There's two things of the Citra Aqua right here. See how the serpent down here, there's two heads of the serpent, and up here there's one. It's no different than the two triangles and the one. But look right here. See the equilateral triangle right here that's missing the tip? But then look down here. This is more like a spear point. See it? Right here. These lines don't go straight across. They go kind of down and in the middle. Okay, right? Let me show you that. That's a very unique design. That's on the book of Citra Aqua. Wow. Let's have a look at this crop circle right here. There's your equilateral triangle, and there's the Citra Aqua, like the spear tip. This is the tree, the Kabbalah tree of life. It's really the tree of death, but there it is. I mean, you're looking at the cover of the Citra Aqua, and you're looking at a crop circle, for goodness sakes. Oh my gosh. Let's look at a couple more. Let's look at a transmutation circle, and then let's look at this. Oh my gosh. A transmutation circle. It's the same darn thing. That's crazy. Wait a minute. There's lots more. There's lots more. We're just getting warmed up. Okay, here we go. Gee. Let's see. Right side up. Upside down. See right here? It's kind of like that thing that resembles a hurricane. Well, this one's going this way. This one's going this way. Transmutation. Opposing twins. Oh, look at that. That looks like the Citra Aqua. Let's go down here. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. There's the 5-pointed star again. And then there's a hexagram. And what would be in the middle? A five-pointed star. Citra Acra. Kelipot. Wow. Same thing going. Oh, that's the same thing as the Ormhoxen witch pendant. You know, that's between the girl's legs. Look, oh my gosh, another crop circle. What's going on here? Why are all the crop circles the exact same thing as the middle of a Kelipot? Oh, wow. That's kind of weird. They're all have a common denominator because this Earth's about one thing and one thing only. This whole planet is about transmutation. The whole darn thing. The whole thing is. Here's another one. Look. And all you got to do is look. Just start connecting the dots. Here's another one. Watch. This is a GIF. This is really great. I love this one. This is a GIF. Watch this. There you go. There it is. See the right side up, upside down? Let's see, view in full size. There you go. Just take a look. There it is. That's insane. That's totally insane. That is a transmutation circle, folks. That's exactly what it is. So what's with all the transmutation circles and all the crop circles? It's just, they're just packaged differently, but they're all the same. Look, here's another one. It's the same. Here's another one. It's the same. You notice the five-pointed stars and the intersecting right side up, upside down pyramids? Here's the twins. Here's a yin-yang symbol with the dark at the top and yin-yang symbol with the dark at the bottom. See, right side up, upside down, twins. Oh my gosh. Now, get ready to freak out. You see the face? Look. See the face? See the eye, the nose, and the mouth? And I colored the hair brown. See the guy right here? Look. Just squint your eyes. Look right here. Look right here. Eye, nose, mouth. They're all transmutation circles. What's going on? Oh my gosh. So this is the same as this. This is the same as this. This is the same as this. 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 Something's going on here. Look, let me show you this one. This one's great. I mean, gee, I wonder, is that the same as that? It is. They're all the same. Just look at the line right here. Follow it. See it? See? Right side up. Connector upside down. We are in a binary twin system. Yeah, and they have their shadow arts down, don't they? It's freaking amazing. Absolutely amazing. So now we know what crop circles are all about. Yeah, they're mocking us. Those that rule my people mock them, says the Lord. And here is just one of the best examples of mockery. Alice in Chains, Red Star, Greatest Hits. This might be a really good time to play that Heineken commercial, right? Right? They're busted. Totally busted. The scroll's unrolled. All glory to God, guys. Got him. You know you got him when you got him. So look how everything's the same. I mean, this stuff's all the same. This is the same. It's the same right there. This is the same. 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 They're all the same. It's all the same. You just got to sit there and take a little look. Spend a couple minutes looking at it. There it is. Now it's 12:35 a.m. and I got water to clean up everywhere. No. Now I forgot to put my glasses on and it's too late and my eyes are already burning. Okay, guys, I love you guys. I'm so grateful that the Lord let me do this. What a fun thing to get to deliver. It's like Alice in Chains. Give me a break. Anyway. Doesn't it fun once you know what's up? It's like, dang, dude, you guys have been freaking dogging us for a long time. We've been getting dogged. Yeah, time's up. Anyway, God have mercy on them. Yep, there it is. System solved. This literally is the whole system just solved. Completely solved. Oh, yeah, let me show you something. I forgot to show you this. Remember the Shiva Lingam, the penis coming through the vagina? Not only is it the altar, not only is this the same as the altar with the penis and the vagina that I've shown you repetitively, but check it out. When you look at this, it's the same thing as the Vatican. It's a keyhole. There's the penis of Osiris. There's the penis coming through the Shiva Lingam. There it is. See, look. Watch. There you go. It's the same thing. Oh, no. Lost it. Let's see if that goes back. Yeah, so anyway, it's getting pretty obvious, right? Just frightfully obvious. All right, guys. Love you guys. I couldn't go to bed tonight till I did this for you. I even let my house flood just so I could do this for y'all. I'm not kidding. There's a lot of water in my house. Over there, over there, over there, and over there. Nothing in the living room though. Bedroom's wet. Came up over the walls, under the plates, just hammered. It's all right. God is good. All right, guys. I love you guys. Good night. Peace and grace. We're going home soon. Word of encouragement. Jesus is coming. I'm a harbinger, guys. If y'all don't believe I'm a harbinger, you'll never believe anybody's a harbinger. I'm a harbinger. Yep, it's coming. All right. Peace and grace.